Hi, this is part two of the Time Magazine uh, wall tour,
Stairwell.
stairwell. And then this is going to be a more in-depth tour where we're going to mention certain covers that are in this room. And to help me out, I have my dad with me. And then he's going to explain some of these covers. So, what's the
Okay.
first one you want to show?
Well, let me explain a little bit how this happened. We moved to this house in 1975, and my mother had accumulated Time magazine covers going back for at least 15 years before that. And so she had all these covers and decided to wallpaper this stairwell going into the basement with all the Time magazine covers. Okay, so these covers are not in any order whatsoever, but let's go through and point out some highlights of the covers that we have. Over here, we have Mark Spitz when he won his record number of Olympic medals, gold medals. And right next to it, we have a Time cover from can't read that, 1968 about the race for the moon. At that time, we didn't know whether the Russians were going to get there first or the Americans were. Right here, speaking of moon, we have the Men of the Year from 1969. Astronauts Sanders, Borman, and Lovell. And next to it is from the Apollo 11 landing on the moon. That's from July 25th, 1969. Over, as we go down the stairwell, over on the left-hand side, we have a lot of political items. We've got Jimmy Carter, Man of the Year in 1977. North Vietnam's General Giap, and this is back when the Vietnam War was still going on. In 1972, we've got 1972 also the Democratic ticket. And when we started finding out about the Gulag Archipelago in the 70s, and this is Andrei Sakharov, later won the Nobel Peace Prize. Also, from those years in the Soviet Union, here's a picture of Andrei Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Okay, now we're going to rotate 180 degrees and look behind you at other famous people. President Nixon,
Oh, where? Okay.
President Johnson, Menachem Begin, the President of Israel, Charles de Gaulle, at that time President of France. This is from 1968. And Pope John Paul II. Rotating again, we have the Men of the Year, Nixon and Kissinger. That's from 1973. And Secretary of State Cyrus Vance from 1978. We've got two pictures from an interesting saga about Howard Hughes. This was an excerpt from a book written about him. And then after he died, we have a discussion of his legacy and everyone scrambling for the billions of dollars he supposedly left behind. In other activities, we had John Travolta as disco was big. You got Traveling in 1976, The Economy in the 70s.
Or go back to the economy.
The Economy. Yeah, it's a little dark in here. Let's see. And a medical going down here. A medical mystery at the time. A bunch of people died in Philadelphia from a disease later figured out to be what they call Legionnaire's disease. And finally, let's start at the top and just slowly walk down through. Okay, so standing in the doorway, if you look up to the top, we have ballet, movies and theater, shopping in the middle 70s, discussion of psychology and psychiatry. Over on this side, we have presidential stuff. Question about how much did Richard Nixon know? And then going on down the stairs, discussion of stars as we start exploring the universe. And what else we got? President Agnew, discussion of socialism, discussion of the end of the big car. A little premature. That was 1973. Apollo 15, inflation in the late 70s. And then that's the end of the tour.
All right, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it.